Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Blue Flame Podcast. We got myself, your co-host, Sam. We got my other co-host right here,
JC.
Hell yeah. JC, you want to tell them what the Blue Flame stands for?
Blue Flame is the... Damn, put it down, bro.
Hell of that?
Hell of that. It's the hottest part of the fire, of the flame,
Yup.
which
And
is blue. Yep.
Blue Flame is the hardest part of the flame.
Yep.
This is the Blue Flame Podcast,
We're the hottest podcast
on
in the world.
on the internet. Yep. And we got two special guests with us today. We got our boy. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Lastshot J,
Hell yeah.
producer rapper coming up. So make
Yes,
sure
sir.
y'all check me out.
Check him out.
And then we got right here to my left.
Oh, yeah, I was expecting a big introduction, but no, Sebastian.
You're not as important, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sebastian Bash,
Yeah,
homie, longtime homie,
yeah.
since I was like a baby.
Yeah, pretty
All right.
much.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get right into it. So I'm just gonna say what happened. Be real with the people. We had hella interruptions that just happened right now, so we started over. We were only 7 minutes in,
Facts.
but JC, you started on what happened last night. So let's talk about that again.
All right, so basically, if you guys follow me on Instagram and all that, I've been practicing. I invested in this DJ stuff, so I could become, I don't know, some big time DJ one day. But it's mainly, I just trying it out to see if I love it and shit. And low key, I do love it. It feels dope. And yesterday was my first gig. I'm like 4 weeks in and practicing. And then yesterday's my first gig, bro. Went terrible. Terrible, bro.
What happened?
I just couldn't set it up, man. The speakers were not online with like my mixer and shit. There's hella technical difficulties.
So earlier I was saying that I was the one that knew like about all this and stuff. This is your guy to ask.
Bro, you gotta pull up, bro.
He
saved
so
my
he
life
couldn't
yesterday.
figure out how to like what couldn't you figure out?
I just couldn't connect my mixer to the speakers because of the 1/4 inch, the little plug-in. It was kind of like loose.
Okay.
And then I was trying to find different ways to connect it without using the 1/4 inch, because when I connect it to the 1/4 inch, it's loose, so it's not like at its full grip, so it would be like scratchy. You could hear the music, I can mix it,
Yeah.
but it sounds hella like stupid. Like you can't hear like the artist like rap and shit.
Yeah, it just sounded like
It just sounded
off and
terrible.
weird.
Yeah, like it worked, but it was, since it was loose, it couldn't. It wasn't 100%. So then I was just trying to find an alternative solution on how to fucking connect my mixer with the speakers, and I was just trying different shit. I tried everything on my laptop. I changed all the settings in the program, and then what I actually started doing, I connected it through where I connect my headphones,
Yeah.
and then through there it let us play music and it was clear, but it didn't let me mix because my headphones were not connected, and I had the double adapter, still same thing, nothing was working. And then yeah, it took forever. So basically I was just aux cord yesterday. I was just aux cord with the DJ
just
set
had a
for
playlist
no
on?
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Later we'll get the Fire Squad IT guy to help
perfect.
us out. He came over the other day and he helped me set up like all the audio and everything. He made it sound way better like for the recording.
Perfect.
But yeah, anyways, so we got Lastshot J on here with us today.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell us anything before we begin?
Just thank y'all for having me, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming, bro.
y'all.
Appreciate
definitely.
you for joining us.
Yep.
Definitely, anytime.
You are our first rapper, producer. I mean, what else do you do? What'd you say?
Rapper, producer,
Rapper,
man.
producer, yeah.
The music game. I'm trying to do everything.
Bro,
My hands
okay,
on
Oh,
so-
there you go.
The influence for this podcast was like what's it called?
Pop?
No Jumper type of thing.
Oh,
You get like artists or stuff, or like any like Sway and type of thing.
Yeah.
So you are our first actual like music dude that's on here, like anything
first
related
artist.
to our first artist. Shut up. But yeah, so we appreciate you for joining us.
sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. We making history over there.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
We documenting it all, bro.
Hey, once this takes off, man, once we're like established and settled, you're gonna look back on this, and like, once you're
Yeah.
established and big, we're all gonna look at you like,
Hell
damn,
yeah,
we are
man.
gonna look back on this, man. This is
Real.
a new era right here,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Beginning
it's
of-
Vegas. We're putting Vegas on the map, man.
that-
that's all all we're trying to
That's
do.
like the main thing why like I started all my YouTube shit and all that, because before the podcast and me DJing, I was kind of DJ Academics.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that with hip hop,
Okay.
right? But I was trying to build it like I don't know, like some big ass platform in Vegas too. But I was like, nah, fuck reporting news on hip hop. I'm just gonna DJ. You know, teach myself a skill on DJing. And in the podcast, like Adam 22 type of podcast, you know, with artists but basically just put on Vegas because it's not, you know, the biggest artist from here is who
Is he right?
Is he right?
Right,
yeah.
right at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
He came out like 2011.
yeah.
Like that's
a
when he
minute.
was really starting to pop. Like that shit was crazy. I remember
It's been a minute.
finding him on YouTube. That shit was crazy.
And that's it, man. Like
Yeah.
after that, there's really nothing.
Yeah, he's got local rappers trying to come up.
Yeah.
It's like we got to get him a platform.
Yep. So earlier we were talking about like your inspirations or like how you started coming up. You want to just recap on that again?
Yes, sir. So yeah, I first started rapping at 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to Green Valley, and I met my boy Chandler. He had a whole setup in his room and everything. So we'd record there. We'd go over there, have writing sessions, freestyle sessions, and that was where I did my first ever recording. It's nowhere to be found, so don't go look for it. That shit was trash. You know, we deleted that shit off the face of the earth. But that was like the starting point of my whole career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it really gave me that passion for music because it made me see the more creative side of everything. My bad. Made me see the more creative side of everything. And like I said, you know, I fell in love with just the whole process and just seeing how other artists like Joey Badass was writing their bars, and it was just bar for bar shit. And that's what I really had intentions on coming into the game
Yeah.
with, is just being that bar for bar person. You know, it's nothing wrong with the gimmicks and the flashy stuff and trying to portray an image that people want to see, but overall, you know, bar for bar is what's really gonna catch people's
Yeah.
attention. You know, so
The quality.
yeah, quality of
Because the marketing
quantity,
is
facts,
important, but like if your shit's not good,
Facts.
it's not gonna last long.
Yeah. I like how you mentioned Joey and survival tactics and all that. Because honestly, that's what put me on Joey, survival tactics, and
Yeah.
Steez. But you can just see the skill. He was what? He was
High school,
15
yeah.
at the time or something, or 16?
Like 16, 17, I think.
Yeah, 17, I
Yeah, he was
think.
17.
But like it doesn't even matter like how young you are. Just like if you are invested in something that you're passionate about, like the whole world notices that. Obviously, that was like one of his first big things that dropped,
Yeah.
and it blew him up, honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a little East Coast New York boy all over the world now, you know? So that's what we're trying to
You
bring
know what's
over here in
crazy?
Vegas.
Joey Badass, like he's a respected artist in the game, but he's not even that big yet. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he still
definitely.
has much more like levels to reach and shit. So
And he's so
he's only,
young,
he's only
bro.
starting, bro.
He's so young, but he
23.
already has 10 years in the game, man. Like he said that before. I forgot what interview, but he says that, yeah, I've been in this for 10 years and I'm only this old, like, you know, this years old. So it's crazy, man. But anyway, so how old are you?
22,
And you said you've been doing this since you were 15?
15.
Perfect. So what is like what have you seen, like your progress and everything? Like obviously now you're, like you mentioned, it's like way better than what it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
So like what got you to that level?
Just consistent work, you know. Well, our process was we would take beats off YouTube and just write to them.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's what really got me the writing ability that I have today, and then just overall just going through certain shit every day, you know. And it became, instead of me writing about what people want to hear, now I'm writing about what I actually go through and what I want to do in
wanna say?
life. Exactly. So it's like, it's more relatable, it's more true to me, and it feels authentic when I actually write it down. So it's literally just me just writing shit down at this point. You know, it's not me thinking of some, oh, what should I say after this? Nah, it's just,
It's all in the heart, basically. Do you
Exactly.
feel like you're more of a conscious rapper instead of like a get lit, flashy?
definitely more than the get lit flashy type, but I wouldn't say conscious either. I would just say I'm more mental
Okay.
when it comes to writing and just the craft of everything. I try to
You just put a lot of thought into it.
I try to
Sure.
allow people to see what's going on in my head, you know what I mean? Instead of just trying to tell people about what's going on in the world. Like I consider J. Cole like a conscious rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and I'm not gonna front end and sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm on that level. I'm not. You know, I can't even speak on half the topics he be speaking on just because I don't have that knowledge
Yeah.
and I haven't done that certain research. You know what I mean? But overall, just allowing people into my mind space and where I'm at, I feel like I'm more on like a Nipsey level.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
I don't even want to compare myself to him. You know what I mean? RIP to a legend. He was a
RIP,
legend in the game. You know what I mean? But just as far as like how he portrayed himself and then what he said in his music, like that's the kind of shit I'm trying to do.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
that, bro. So because Nipsey, he was all about like inspiring.
Facts.
That's what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to
I
inspire.
respect that so much, bro. I love
Facts.
that
Thank
shit.
you.
This fool's like whole vision is
To inspire, leave
Yeah.
a trail of inspiration. man. Like,
Exactly,
that's
bro.
my because I was a huge Nipsey fan, bro. When he died, I was like, damn,
cried,
I
bro.
That
cried.
shit hurt,
Uh,
man.
my
for
my
real.
heart was broken. I was like, damn.
Like an artist, the only artist that has ever really touched me when they died was like Mac and Nip.
Yeah.
Like when
Nip-
Mac died, bro,
Mac
I was
was
on
sad.
the bus and I was just
Sad.
like, fuck,
Yeah.
that shit
Crazy.
is unreal.
Bro, Nipsey, but not for like that's dope though, man. Like you have like because you're not doing it for me. I mean, yeah, the money like is gonna come with it for sure, especially if you have the talent for it.
Yeah,
But you're in it more for like the game of it, huh? Like,
yeah, the long run.
Yeah.
Like I got so much that I want to do outside of the music.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's what it's really about. You know what I mean? Like putting my people on generational wealth. Like a lot of people don't really talk about shit like that. You know, and then when he came into the game talking about shit like that, I was like, oh yeah, I can fuck with this.
Everybody was like, "Damn, Nipsey!" Like I saw this one interview a long time ago of Nipsey Hussle. They're like, "Oh, what you gonna do with your first big check?" And then most rappers like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this chain, I'm gonna buy this car and all that." He was like, "Nah, I'm investing in real estate."
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
everybody was like, "The fuck?" Who's
Oh
this guy?"
me, the
Nah,
interview was
Nipsey,
like, say
bro,
that
Nipsey
again?
was smart. He was intelligent.
I mean, he invested in a casino out here, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that's building. Yep, he invested in that.
That's sick. That's crazy. So,
Nipsey Hussle did it the right way, bro.
other than
Right,
Joey or Nipsey or Mac, like who are your other inspirations or just people that you like listening to that kind of
Mhm.
have a that you can see like a reflection like in your type of music?
I say Dave East is one person I like to listen to, just because his aggression.
Yeah.
You know, his aggression with what he says and how he delivers his bars. Like I can relate to that because I like to hit you with that punchline. You know, so
Okay.
I can relate to that. Who else? I can't really think of any,
Yeah.
main ones off the top of my head. I really like to listen to a lot of different music, just to keep my head fresh and not just focus on one kind of sound. But
Yeah, have a variety of sounds.
yeah, definitely.
But is Nipsey like your main dude?
Nipsey's definitely a main
Fuck with it,
artist
bro.
I listen to.
Fuck with it.
So
Love that shit.
So you said you came from California, right?
yes, sir. Born and raised in L.A.
Born and raised in LA. Just how is that different from the scene out here? Obviously, there's a giant difference, but
Oh.
like you personally like trying to start up here in Vegas, or like do you think it would have been easier out there, or
We definitely made a lot more progress out there. Me and my boy Adrian Jr. Shout out to him. But I came out here solely because there was more opportunity. You know what I mean? LA already has so many dope, amazing artists
Yep.
on their scene that's already coming up
Yeah.
under other people too as well. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just, instead of me flooding LA more, I'm gonna just go somewhere else where I've already been, where I know a little bit, and then try to start something out there. And put that on because I do have ties with Vegas. I was out here for like 8 years, so this is home to me too.
Yeah.
So I just came back. It felt more genuine. Too,
yeah.
At the end of the day.
So what did you start in LA? Like because you were trying to move over there first, right?
Yeah.
What
So we had started a clothing brand and a overall label called Arts, and Arts stands for Always Ready to Shine.
Hey.
So
That's
dope.
hard.
thank you. So we had started that up, and we was pushing that for a real long time. I had met him in like 2013, and we had just really started popping, and like
You just clicked.
yeah, and we had really just started pushing hella music in like 2015, 2016. And right after we graduated, we was in the studio heavy. We had met this producer named Big Boo. Shout out Big Boo. he's really like the leader of the whole LA wave right now. Like any song you hear
Mm-hmm.
coming from LA, Big Boo probably had his hands on.
Damn.
Period. Like I fuck with Big Boo heavy, but
And then the clothing brand was just like the it was just like a platform, not a platform. It was like a piece of the platform what we were trying to establish.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. We was really trying to blueprint the
Mhm.
same, you know, concept Nipsey had
Yeah.
with his marathon. It's just like branding.
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing we was focused on. It's just that brand. So where when people see arts, they know like, oh, that's Lastshot J, oh, that's Adrian
dope.
Jr. You know, so
Yeah, because everybody in LA, like you see, Slauson shirt, Crenshaw shirt,
exactly.
Nipsey right there.
And that's like
all
what we're
Nipsey.
trying to do here with the Fire Squad thing.
Yeah.
I say this almost in every podcast, but like it's good to let people know that like Fire Squad is not just a podcast. It's not just like hip hop. It's a brand. We're trying to start a brand.
Facts.
So we're trying to put our foot in everything, honestly. But you and me were talking the other day at work,
Yep.
and you mentioned how well, like, you know, LA is like oversaturated with people right now, like trying to start in this, and then you said how, um, if you like talk to somebody like, yo, I'm trying to be a rapper, I'm trying to be in the music industry, they're just gonna tell you, you know, back of the line, you know, because there's
Yeah.
so many other people trying to do the same exact thing.
Exactly.
But here, like we said, in Vegas, there's nothing, man. But it's cool how we have people that are truly dedicated to I guess to trying to make something out of their city or out of themselves, honestly. Because honestly, we're nowhere near like a New York level or nowhere near an LA
Atlanta.
level.
But we definitely have
Atlanta.
the potential for it.
Yeah,
Like
we
that's
do.
the
There's
thing.
so many
We do.
people here, bro. Like there's so many people that are talented, not even in music, but in just anything, like artists or
Photography.
photography.
shit.
A lot of photography out here.
Mhm.
A lot of like video production people. Like it's just so much talent here that is not being recognized, and that's what we just gotta do. We gotta put our own city on the map. Honestly.
Definitely.
I fuck with that.
But
So you guys mentioned that you guys said like get back to the line, right? That's in LA, right?
yeah.
So what do you say to somebody who's like who gets pushed back to the end of the line? Like, cause I really believe that most cases when like a rapper or an upcoming producer or something, when they fail, is just simply because they didn't stop going, they didn't continue, like
Yeah.
they give up. Because I feel like I really believe that if you don't ever quit and just keep on going, it'll get to you. You just got to be patient and shit. Like I really believe in that.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Definitely, consistency is key.
Mhm.
That's what a lot of people fail to realize. You know, they'll get into the game, and then after like a year or two, it may not go their way. They may not get the publicity that they want. They may not get the opportunities that they want. But
Mm-hmm.
if you keep going, those opportunities will come to you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I really believe in that shit, bro. Because a lot like every like out of the 100 people, like 100% people who try it, right? Only 1% succeeds, right?
Right.
Those 99 people, bro. The reason why they failed is simply because they given up.
Exactly.
I like
Yeah.
really believe in that shit.
Exactly.
I mean, isn't that what Jordan said?
Who?
Michael Jordan. He's like, you fail 100% of the shots you don't take, or you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Heard
That was
that.
him.
But I mean that just goes along with like the LA thing. How there's just so
Mhm.
many people out there trying to do the same thing. Honestly, so it takes a lot more, I guess, strategy to get your name out there.
Yeah, you definitely have to set yourself apart. You know what I mean? You gotta have a strong support system. You know,
Good team.
Good team around you, because you know a lot of people, they will try to manipulate you. You know what I mean? And that's not even just in music. That's what a lot of things you try to do. You know what I mean? Because everybody is trying to look for that easy way out, and that's not just in LA. You know, that's worldwide. But I'm just speaking on what I've dealt with in LA personally. So you just gotta really watch who you bring around, and then just set yourself apart. Try to become different than what everybody else is actually gravitating towards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was definitely one thing about the rap game. But
Mm-hmm.
something that I would tell somebody coming in, and they'll be like, oh, "Okay, back of the line." I'll just be like, "Just work hard, like you said. Consistency
stop.
is really key
Don't stop.
because it's so much potential out there. A&Rs are always looking for the next big thing. You know what I mean? People come and go, artists come and go, so it's like you never know when your opportunity.
Yeah,
may
and
come.
then with the A&R thing, like honestly, now with social media, dude,
Oh yeah,
sometimes you don't even need an A&R.
facts.
You could
That's
just make
true.
Everything
Uh,
yourself.
good ass song on YouTube. Boom.
That's what it is nowadays. Honestly,
That
just
is
like
what it is now.
these people
Yeah.
are just putting out good stuff or stuff that gets people's attention, and they just blow up.
Yeah, like Little Nas X, he just did one song on the over a video game, right?
I don't even know how.
And then look at him now, like
Was it
huge
wasn't
artist.
Old Town Road on like TikTok first? It was like just a song you can play like on there,
Oh, for real?
and then he like released it, and obviously that song is where it's at right now
Yeah,
because of just
But that song had a lot of more marketing than you think. Though. It had extreme marketing, like probably the most you ever like. I think like it was I've read that it was like everything that happened with the song was like supposed to happen, which is crazy. I don't know how they do it.
It
Like
was like an industry plant.
yeah, like it was an industry like kind of thing. Like it was
Yeah.
expected to be like right where it's
Yeah.
at. It's crazy. But I was gonna ask, what if you don't have the talent? Like, because you say if you like someone who doesn't give up, but they just like, what would you say if you heard someone like they rap and they just don't have it? What would you say to them?
I really tell them to just keep working, bro.
Just
Like,
keep working.
you know what I mean? Because I look at it as like comparison to sports.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're not gonna come into the rap game or any game just going off. You know what I mean? You're not gonna come in the best. You're not gonna
Yeah.
come in the greatest, and it's obviously different levels
Yeah.
and everything. You know what I mean? So it just depends where they want to go, where they want to take it,
Yeah.
and then how hard they want to work for it. Because if they really want to go far and be like, oh yeah, I want to be mainstream, I want to be the best, they're gonna sit and work on their craft day in, day out. They're gonna learn how to do cadences. They're gonna learn how to write melodies. They're gonna learn how to do everything. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but
Be well rounded and shit.
exactly. But if they just want to be a local rapper and perform at these nightclubs or something and just do that like every now and then they're not gonna take it as serious.
yeah.
I like that comparison to sports because it is like that. You know, you're not
Yeah.
gonna if you love basketball, you know, you just got to work on your craft, continue, you know,
Facts.
accepting failure. I mean, Michael Jordan, he got cut from his basketball team his
High
first year.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah, high school. And look at he was the greatest of all time. So it is like sport, music, rap. It is like sports. You just gotta compete, work on your craft every single day, and be patient for sure.
Yeah.
It'll just take you there one day.
And then you gotta believe too.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't believe in themselves. You know
they
what I
just
mean?
kind of like I hope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hope that's a good one. I like the route that Bash kind of took this. So who
No, it's because honestly, like I've met so many rappers that just like, bro, like you just don't have it, like.
Yeah. No,
And they've been doing it for years, and they're still doing it. And like they'll send me their links to their songs, and I'm like, bro, I do not want to listen to that.
like those are the type of artists that don't want to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so true.
Those are the type of artists they feel so comfortable in their element. They're like, I don't need to learn anything
Yeah.
else. This shit is hard. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't, you don't. They're comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's
Bro,
like,
this is gonna be a good ass podcast right here. No, because it like they do get comfortable. It's, same thing with exercising.
yeah,
You know, everybody wants to have a six pack. Everybody has like the biggest muscles and all that. And then people like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to the gym today. I feel good. I hit the gym already 3 times this week.
yeah.
But you're never gonna get those muscles that you want. It's the same thing. It's all the same game, bro. It's dope.
It also depends on how you do things, though.
What
Like,
you mean?
like your ethic, like your work ethic, because you
Oh,
could be doing the
definitely.
same thing forever. Like you
Mhm.
could go to the gym,
Mhm.
but just do the same thing. You're not gonna gain any
Yeah.
progress.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And
but
then
like
even
I know
if
what you mean.
Yeah,
even if you,
because I
like,
feel
doing
like
it wrong.
that's how like in the way those rappers mentality they think they're doing what they're
Mhm.
supposed to do, and they think okay now everything else takes care of itself. But it's just like
Yeah,
okay,
they keep on doing the work, but they
they're
don't see the
working in the wrong
results.
areas or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Looking
where people
backwards.
understand like the meaning of consistency, because
Yeah.
they can in their head they're like, yeah, like I'm dropping a song every other day, I'm putting in work, I'm in the studio all the time. But if they don't like actually put up practice into what they're doing,
Mhm.
then it's just gonna be the same exact song or the same exact style that's not working the
Exactly.
entire time.
What was that definition for that? What was it? Was it insane? Like doing no, what was it? It was that one. It was like
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was,
I can't think of it though.
I forgot what was that word. I think it's not the exact definition, but it's Albert Einstein's definition of it. It's
Like psychopath or something.
yeah, like insane or crazy. I forgot what word it is. It's like right there in the tip of my tongue, but it's like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, I feel.
I don't know what word it is though. I swear, but it has something to do with crazy or insane or something like that. I forgot.
So who's somebody you don't like listening to? Now that we're on that topic.
For real.
I don't like listening to I did not fuck with 6ix9ine at all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody.
But let's see who else. It's a couple of people. I don't like listening to Trippie Redd. Like I don't like listening to certain shit that make me feel like depressed but
Yeah.
turned at the same time.
Yeah,
That
it's,
shit
it's
is
just
weird
like
to
you
me.
don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if the beat is cool, all right, that's cool. I can fuck with the beat. But as far as like lyrics, that shit make me feel like I want to go fucking jump off a bridge or something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh my
all right,
God.
turn that shit off, bro. Like
So what about X?
X,
Yeah, 'cause-
Oz X.
Yeah, cause no, like
No,
do you fuck with X?
XXX Sensacion.
Oh, first off, R.I.P. to him. But
You don't gotta lie.
it's like
Because he was kind of like the depression type of person, but he'll get lit too.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would put him in the category too with Trippie Redd or something.
You
Trippie
would or
yeah.
you wouldn't?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Him and Trippie like
I forgot what song it was.
They got beef though, huh? They hate each other, or they
Did they?
did have beef.
did they? No, they're homies.
Yeah, I thought they was.
No, you're
They're cool.
thinking about 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
am. I am. I am.
But nah, XXX. It was one song I did fuck with just because, you know, I like the melody and then how he approached the whole song and just the layer of it and everything. But overall, I didn't really get to listen to him as a full artist. So with that being said, I can't really say I didn't like listening to him or anything. But, you know, I did get the vibe that he was in the same kind of element as like Trippie Redd and, you know, that depression art. But, you know, if that's what's helping somebody else, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But that's just not where I'm
Not
at
you.
mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't listen to it personally.
So you don't like listening to Juice World and stuff?
Juice WRLD got some songs.
Yeah.
I fuck with.
So I went to a Juice World concert one time. I don't really listen to him at all.
Yeah.
I took my girl's brother to see them. It was what's his name? Ski Mask. He opened for Juice WRLD,
Oh yeah.
and then Juice WRLD performed. Oh, and NLE Choppa was there too.
Choppa.
Oh,
So
bro.
he opened, and then it was Juice WRLD did something weird. Obviously, when you're like a headliner, you're obviously like the last one, right?
Yeah.
Or if it's on your tour, you're the last one. So what Juice WRLD did was it was NLE Choppa, and then it was Juice WRLD, and then he stopped his set halfway, and then Ski Mask, and
Mask
then
was
back
probably
to
late,
Juice
bro.
WRLD.
What the hell?
No, that's what they did.
Oh, that's what they do?
That's I guess that's what they did. But anyways,
I got there late though, right?
no, that's like how they did all their shows.
All of them.
Yes. That was like-
maybe he was just late to all of them.
They're just trying different shit. Like
Yeah.
No, but so what I'm getting to that is I don't really listen to Juice WRLD and stuff because I mean sort of like the same thing you mentioned. I don't really want to listen to like depressing stuff and then but feel like late at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was good, man. I had
nah.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like the performances be incredible. I'm not even gonna.
He's a
cap.
great performer, Juice WRLD. Like
Juice
for
WRLD?
Day in Vegas, I want to see him again.
Yeah?
He's a good performer.
okay.
Like their energy be on 10.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
And that's a lot of the things that kind of make or break you.
Yeah.
You could have a good song, but if you start going on tours or you get like little opener shows and you don't attract the people, you're not gonna go far.
Exactly. It's a show on Netflix right now, Rhythm and Flow, that actually, you know,
Oh.
dives real deep into
Yeah.
that. So a lot of artists, definitely, I recommend watching that and just getting some tips from that, because they talk about stage presence, they talk about crowd control, crowd participation. You know how hard you go when you're delivering those bars. Do you have the bars, you know,
Yeah.
to even deliver? You know, they just dive deep into being a well-rounded artist, and they got T.I., Cardi B, Chance the Rapper.
Oh, it's the one like the judges, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
heard about it, but I haven't checked it out yet.
So it's like they definitely got a lot of accomplished artists already.
Wait, is it like
It's like a
the
America's.
voice type of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. I saw a preview.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was just like a little documentary thing.
Nah. It's
Oh, Nipsey was on one of them, right?
yeah, he was on the first
He was on
episode.
the first episode. Damn. That's
Oh, I need to
crazy.
check that out. I thought it was completely different. I didn't know it was
Nah,
that.
bro, check it out. That shit is dope.
Hey, Ti is doing everything. He got this show now, and he got a podcast. He's doing
Yeah.
everything, but like,
But
Rap.
rap.
but rapping, yeah.
He
Nah, I
even got
think
his-
Ti is
T.I.'s
dope
like-
though, bro. I love Ti.
Yeah, T.I. is hella dope.
But yeah, that the Juice WRLD concert though was
Mhm.
probably the craziest concert I've ever been to.
Damn, for real? Like
Yeah.
Juice WRLD or,
Oh,
like,
well-
or Ski Mask? I feel like Ski
Ski
Mask was
Mask.
probably lit. Yeah.
Like, cause I went to the Travis Scott, the Astroworld concert, and that
Mhm.
was obviously on a whole different
Yeah,
level.
that one's crazy.
But for that environment, it was just so the Juice WRLD one was at the what's it called? At the Hard Rock.
Okay.
And the Travis one was obviously at the T-Mobile Arena. If you would take the people from the Hard Rock and move it to the T-Mobile and just kind of like multiply them all to fill it up,
It would be mad insane.
that place would be on fire. Like it would literally burn to the ground of how crazy everybody was. Bro, Ski Mask, he jumped into the crowd and it was like a shockwave, bro. Everyone fell on the floor. Like I had a dude on top of me and his legs were behind my back.
What
And
the
yeah,
hell?
everybody was just on top of each other, all twisted, because he made the whole crowd fall, bro,
Yeah,
of
that's
how
wild.
crazy it was. I thought I was gonna die. Like honestly, legitimately, that was the end of my life.
You're
Like, I
running out
was
of breath and shit.
bro, and my glasses fell off, and I couldn't see anything. My glasses were hella far, and like I was like looking at the floor trying to find them, and then I just see some dude step on that, and I'm like, hell no. So with all the strength that I had, bro, I just like pushed everybody out the way,
Oh,
grabbed
God.
my glasses. I had a ring on too. My ring fell off,
Oh damn.
and
bro.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and yeah, it was on the floor, and I couldn't find it, and I didn't have my glasses on. I was looking for like something that could that like a reflection or something, and I found my ring. I grabbed my glasses. I freaking put my ring in my pocket. I like put my glasses on hella tight to my head. It was crazy, man.
So is that the worst or the best experience ever?
I don't know, man.
It sound like both to me.
I mean, it's just like their music. You don't know if you're late or depressed, bro.
That's
I
true.
didn't know I don't know if it was the worst or best.
Yeah,
But you mentioned to me before that you guys were on tour, right? You and your boys.
Me and my boy Adrian, we did a couple of shows opening up for Kaz.
Oh
So that
wow.
was pretty dope.
Dreamville?
Dreamville
Yeah.
Cuz,
No
right?
way.
Dreamville
Oh, we
Cuz.
gotta talk about this actually for sure.
That shit was dope.
What went
bro.
down? What happened?
Yeah, I'm really interested.
And so my boy, he got in good with their producers, Mees and Louis G. Shout out to them, Midi Gang all the way. And we pretty much asked him like, "Yo, is there any way we could just be on tour with y'all?" He was like, "Yeah, we got a couple of opening spots." You know what I mean? So they hooked us up with that, and we went out to Santa Cruz, or was it San Jose? Santa Cruz or San Jose, one of those. And Sacramento, and opened up for them. We opened up at the Holy Diver, and
That's sick.
I can't remember the name of the other one, but that shit was lit as hell.
That's
Like
dope.
that was one of my biggest performances, and then
Yeah?
that was the only time I'd ever performed anywhere outside of LA. My first performance was in LA.
So how was that? How was like the vibe? How did the people take it? Or were you rapping?
Yeah, me and my boy was rapping. So he had me on a couple of his songs. So I was just like a guest feature, but
Okay.
that shit was pretty dope. We did a couple of songs
So
together.
or go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask like how was the vibe? Did the people like mess with it or
Yeah, they were responding hella well.
yeah? Because that's just a
Uh,
lot of the things you see when there's like people that are up and coming, performing for. Cause is not that big name, but
But he's up
Um,
there.
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
getting
he's
up there, too.
Dreamville, so he has all the opportunity in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
But so when people open up for other people that are slowly, building their way up, also, you see a lot of like dead people. Like the crowd is just dead.
Yeah.
Like I admit it, I've been to shows like that too, where there's an opener, and I'm just like
Yeah,
chilling
you
in
don't
the
know?
back, like I don't really care or anything for it. But
I think in settings like that, it's more potential because it wasn't, it was a smaller crowd. It wasn't like huge venues, but it was a big crowd for those venues.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in those kind of settings, it's more like real fans of the actual main artist,
Exactly.
and Cos was that main artist. So it's like I feel like those fans were just like, if Cos got these dudes performing in front of him, they must be nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they was kind of gravitating towards us as well, giving us that same energy that they would give him. But then like when he came on stage, that shit was
It
dope. You know what I
exploded.
mean? Because it was like we performed, but then we also got a chance to see it
Right.
from like a fan's point of view as well, just in the crowd and watching that concert, just learning like how does he move on stage, you know, how does he deliver certain bars, how does he talk to the people when he's holding the mic and looking them dead in their eye, you know what I mean? So that's all the shit you got to factor in, but his performances are amazing.
And you guys like met him before the show or after the show? Like you
Yeah.
guys were, yeah,
Yeah,
with
definitely.
him. Damn,
Dope.
that's sick. That's honestly like
That's,
really
like,
cool.
the class, hell yeah.
How many people were there? Like the
At the
crowd.
show?
Yeah,
I'd probably say like easily over 50
yeah.
for sure.
That's a lot though, man. Like
in
I
LA.
couldn't do it.
That shit-
Imagine. I mean,
So-
if we had an audience here, I'd be like scared, honestly.
For real?
it's definitely nerve wracking, bro. But like when you actually get on stage and you looking the people in their face and you start rapping, you just like, all right, I'll get over this shit.
Yeah.
And it turns from nervous to being, you know, in your element, and it
Yeah.
goes from being scary to fun. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's so because I have a point, but I'll get back to it just because you brought this one. But no, yesterday once I finally connected my DJ thing, the guy who connected to me, he's like, "Yeah, bro, I've been practicing for like a couple months now, blah blah blah, but I just never perform because I'm nervous." I was like, "Bro, I've been practicing for like 2 weeks. I'm already like ready for this."
Yeah.
And then I mean I was buzzed as fuck,
Yeah.
but then yeah, and as soon as I started playing, bro, I was just like grooving. I was having fun. That's the
Yeah.
main thing.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because like
Gotta
if I
have
feel like
fun.
if I'm stressed about it and shit, and it's like judging myself, I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then but no, there's like a couple people I was playing some music, and then I was about to throw up, so I was like, no, I'm out. And then yeah, and then I was like, yo, I mean, I know you do EDM and hip hop's not really your thing, but he had like his flash drives, and then he started playing EDM, and then you know the party got kind of whack. after that.
Oh, shots fired.
No, he was cool. He's really good though. He's hella good at mixing, but it was EDM. Yeah,
you know,
like
that just wasn't the crowd.
it just wasn't
Yeah,
the
it
crowd.
wasn't
Bro,
the
it's
crowd.
because everybody was like,
Yeah.
like, you know, like they wanted Latino music, they wanted some like ratchet shit,
Right.
and then he started playing EDM, and then I gave him my hard drive. I was like, bro, download this song, and then he didn't want to download it because like it doesn't show him the BPM on his program and shit, something like that. And then but then he started downloading it. And I was like telling him, I told him I was like, hey, play that City Girls song, because you know all the girls are like they're not moving.
Yeah.
And then he's like, City Girls, who's that? And I was like, oh my god. But it's not his thing though. Hip hop's not his thing. Latin music he was pretty good at, but no, he was really good at like mixing it. But yeah, and I was like, bro, you see, it was simple. Like that was his first time doing it. He's been
You
doing
just
it.
push play.
Just play. Don't be nervous. Don't just
Set up your playlist.
yeah. And then but he was scared to perform, and then I was like, bro, it's fine, bro. Just like have fun.
Yeah.
It was dope though. But the point I wanted to get to, when you perform, do you feel like you wanna? How do you want to, like, I guess? You know, obviously you got a lot of inspiration from Nipsey. Have you ever seen his live performances? Because he has like he does like a show. He does like live music,
Yeah.
dope visuals. Like, you know, some people just get up there and like turn up
The
and get
DJ
lit.
just
Yeah.
Yeah,
plays the beat.
basically. Yeah, they just like get lit. But no, Nipsey, his approach was it was very different from like a lot of artists.
Yeah, definitely.
So is
He
that
w-
something? How do you like that makes you want to perform the way that you
not,
do?
not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had the opportunity to see Nip live, but I have seen some of his live performances
they're
like
good.
online,
Uh-huh.
and that shit is dope. Like him being
Dope.
able to perform with a live band, but he has a laid back kind of energy. But then he's
Yeah.
also turned up at the same time too about it, and I feel like that's what people gravitate towards. But me, when I'm on stage, I like to be full of energy. I'm moving around. I'm jumping up. Like I like to get the crowd lit, no matter what song
Okay.
we listening to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Nipsey was always like laid back, like you said.
Yeah. So
Always
it's
like
like, but people gravitate towards him just being him.
that. Yeah.
You know, so it's like every artist has that different way they approach a crowd, and it may not work for every crowd, but
But you're trying to get like the energy in the room and shit.
yeah, definitely,
that.
definitely. If you don't have the energy, the crowd can sense when you lose your confidence.
Mm.
You know, so if you go on stage and you have hella energy, you come out like, oh yeah, I'm lit, jumping around and everything, and you're just performing to a dead crowd and they're not moving around, but you lose that energy, they'll sense it,
Yeah.
and then they won't fuck with you. But say you're performing like 5 songs, and that first song they don't have energy, but then that second song they're like, okay, this guy has hella energy. They'll get into it,
Yeah.
and then that's when your performance will start getting better and better as the songs come and go.
And you
know what I
gain
mean?
confidence too throughout.
Exactly. So
Do you have any music that's online right now, or?
nah, I stripped all my music online just so I could start completely fresh. I do have songs with my boy online,
Oh, okay.
so it's on his SoundCloud. But all my personal songs, I stripped them.
Yeah.
Yeah, stripped them offline.
Is that because like you tried a certain approach and then you just want to try a different one?
Yeah, like
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's totally just trial and error. You know, you're not gonna. I say that's like perfectly fine. Just try different shit. Whatever one clicks with you the best, roll with that.
yeah, and it's like now that I do production,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of put my hand
more
in
hand
the
in it,
music
yep.
more, so I have more control over everything. So that's what really made me just strip everything and start over.
I feel
Pretty
it.
much.
Do you make like your own beats now? Like your own? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it like do you have like a producer, like someone who makes beats, or is it you? Like you make it yourself?
I used to have a producer.
Uh-huh.
Like we used to mess with a couple of producers. Big Boo is one of them. 9-6 is one of them. 9-6 is actually the person that got me into making beats. You know, because I had asked him one day. I was just chilling with him, and I was like, man, I want to learn how to make beats. You know, is there any way you could hook me up with that software? He was like, yeah, just bring me your computer and everything. I'll hook you up with you. So I was like, all right, for sure. Brought him my computer. He brought it back, and then I just was starting making beats like every day for a cool month straight. And that first month, my beats were trash. You know what I mean? But then after that, I progressed and then moved forward and then started learning how to put other sounds in, incorporate different types of melodies and shit. So as I got better, it got more interesting.
Would you stick to like that? Like if you were to grow as an artist, would you still be making your own beats? Like kind of
Definitely.
thing, yeah.
Definitely.
So you enjoy that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
What software were you using?
Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops. Okay.
Yeah. But I think a lot of artists now should learn how to make their own beats.
Okay.
Because the main problem that I had when I was going to other producers was trying to get them to see what I seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So like that vision for a beat that I have, that I already hear it in my head.
Yeah.
But relaying it into words to them, it was hard.
Yeah.
Like
Trying to get somebody to replicate what's in your head, like
exactly. I was just like, that shit was just way too difficult. And then it would come out, it would be a cool beat, but it would always be like, all right, something's missing.
Yeah.
Something's missing.
And then like you having full control.
Now I can
feel
just sit with it. I can make one beat, go to the next, and then come back to this beat and be like, okay, this is what that beat was missing. Let me finish that now, and then put this one to the side, and then continue to do that with each beat. You know what I mean? And then it just takes the pressure off of having to complete something so quickly. You know?
So let me ask you this then, because I feel like you, because so you want everything hands on yourself, right? Which I fuck with.
Yeah.
What about when it comes to like the business side to it?
Oh, that
You
too
want
as
you
well.
want that all you, right?
Hell yeah,
Okay,
bro.
that's because that's what I was picking up because of you are a Nipsey Hussle fan and that's how he was because he built himself up, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally he did it the right way.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
did
what you're
it.
trying to do.
Yeah. Facts. Because
Respect, bro. Fuck with that.
pretty much like a lot of people don't realize that all these artists that they think are making so much money, they're really broke
They're broke.
behind the
They're
scenes.
broke.
Like, nah, facts. They're really broke. Like they get a budget from their
label?
their labels, and then if they blow through that budget, they have nothing, or they're spending money that they don't have yet. And then it's like now they're going into debt, but they're putting on a front with all these nice cars, these nice clothes, and it's just like, for what? When you don't get that actual percentage that you're entitled to. Like if you're putting in the work for your music and you're putting in the time in the studio and everything, why shouldn't you get 100% of that?
exactly.
You know?
And that's why a lot of the these artists they're upfront about it. They say the only way you make your money is through live shows
Exactly.
because anything recorded, just like the label's gonna take the majority of that.
Exactly.
You just get like the scraps, honestly.
Exactly.
And the live shows is what brings you what I guess what you deserve, honestly.
Really, for real.
It depends too, because I mean, any deal could be worked out. Any contract, like it's a contract, you could work anything out. It's just
It
like I
depends
think
who you are. Though.
yeah, but there's people who rush into it. They're like, oh, contract right away. Like,
Mhm.
like they don't even read. Like, okay,
Nope.
we're gonna take this much percentage, and it's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Because there is some deals that are actually good deals, you know. But that's like, you know, it depends on who you are and everything, and you have to be smart about it.
So what would you do? Like, let's say somebody approached you with a deal like tomorrow. Are you taking it or you're gonna?
Nah, I'm gonna sit and look over it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a lawyer look over it. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
I know I'm not gonna understand a lot of the shit in that contract. So I'm gonna have a lawyer look over it and be like, all right, what did the numbers look like for me
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day? After I do everything, because a lot of the time they're gonna be like, oh, you need to put out 5 studio albums.
Yeah.
You know how long that's gonna take? I'm not gonna be able to put out 5 studio albums in like 2 years unless I'm just in there consistently every day. But that's not gonna happen because I need to do tours, promotion, you know, press, all types of shit. So I'm not gonna be able to do that shit in a matter of 2 years. That's gonna take like 5-7 years maybe, depending on how long I'm working
Yeah.
on these albums. So I'm gonna be like, okay, if I'm gonna put that much time into it, how much money am I gonna make?
Yeah.
Who was it that had that one crazy deal? I think that they have to give all their songs. They have to make songs until they're dead.
Whoa.
The
I think it was Kanye West. I think it was
No
Kanye.
way.
Yeah, like
For
it's something
who?
for his whole life. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true. I don't know.
I would
Kanye?
hope that's not true.
Yeah, Kanye West.
Because he signed to when he began, he was with Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
Rock Nation or Def Jam.
No, he was Def Jam.
Def Jam.
I-
When Jay-Z was like owner or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, that's what I've read. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if you want to look at it, but it's like that's what I read, and it said that
is a
he has
crazy
to he has to keep making music till he dies, which I don't.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up killing himself.
Damn, that's like if all these big name artists are getting screwed over, like who was it? Oh, like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
couldn't release
The Carter
any
Five,
music for years. So
Yeah.
if these big name artists are getting
Yeah.
screwed over, like I guess
that Birdman
anybody,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, you really just gotta know what's in your contract.
Yeah, you gotta read it, man. I feel like I think Drake might have a good one. I think he has a good contract deal and everything.
Oh, the next album that he makes is his last one under that contract.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
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 Hopefully he takes
Under
that.
what is he
That
under?
other route. Yeah. Huh?
What is he under?
Young Money.
He's still Young Money?
He's been Young Money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Young
But
Money.
I don't understand how they could also branch out because he
He's
has his
not
own
Young
label.
Money.
Yeah, he's building his own label. He has his own artist.
He
I
has a
don't think
party
that's
next
true.
joined them.
That was I feel like that was the main thing over at Young Money though, because even Tyga did it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, with Last Kings and everything, he had his own artist over there.
But how do you do that? How do you branch out being under someone else? Is that
I feel like
Drake,
I mean,
is Drake
just-
though.
yeah,
J. Cole did it too.
I know
Drake-
everyone
Drake
did
will
it.
do it too.
I'm
Everyone's
just
done
wondering
it.
how they do it.
it's just
Joey Badass has his own label.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
you-
just umbrella branding.
Yeah, like,
That's all.
that's true.
Like,
Because
Young
like you're
Money.
working for them, but it doesn't mean that you could work on your own shit.
Yeah,
Basically,
No,
it's not Young
you
Money.
can't. No,
Oh,
I think you're wrong. If you work for them, you can't work on your own stuff.
I mean they're obviously doing it. J. Cole started Dreamville when he was signed to Columbia. Yeah.
But it wasn't. It wasn't like. A
Oh, but you know
label.
what? A lot of them though, they're all kind of like. There's a lot of like
it's
distribution.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
It's different kind of like labels. They do different
Mhm.
things.
Like NLE Choppa. He's independent, but he works with I forgot who. I think it's Interscope or something. But he works with them just for
Distribution.
Yeah.
I mean, he has his own.
He has his own thing. Yeah.
No
Yeah,
Love
that's a good thing
Entertainment.
about having deals. Like
Mhm.
you're not gonna know how to do all that stuff. No one's gonna like. You're not gonna know how to market. You're not gonna
Mhm.
know how to like all those things that you. So in a way, you do need that. But like how he's doing it, it's smart.
Yeah.
He's
he's a
basically
smart kid,
just
bro.
paying for it.
Hella
Yeah.
smart kid.
yeah. I mean, in a way, you do need it if you want to reach new levels in the industry.
Yeah.
But then also, Dom Kennedy was going to
Dom
Best
Kennedy,
Buy,
yeah.
selling his
Oh, yeah,
CDs.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Selling them to Best Buy. And
Nipsey
they
was doing it the back of his trunk, bro.
Yeah.
exactly
$1,000
you know what I mean?
CDs, right?
Yeah.
Albums and stuff.
I mean, it's definitely different outlets and routes you could take when you want to distribute your music. Like,
But at the same time, you gotta look at it like in a mass. Like you could do it yourself, but that's one person doing it one place. Like
Yeah.
That's how it starts off, bro.
true
Yeah.
to start off, but I'm talking about like if you're already at certain level, like okay,
Mhm.
it'll take some weight off your shoulders.
but that's why Nip did that deal with, what was it, Atlantic, if I'm not mistaken, for a victory lap.
Oh really?
I forgot.
Yeah.
No, I think-
He
yeah, it's
he
something
didn't
like
do a deal like after he got out of his deal with I forgot what the label was, but he started dropping his mixtapes.
Yeah.
Crenshaw mixtape.
that. That's because Nipsey, bro, like
Mailbox Money.
Victory Lap was like his first.
That was
was
his debut album. That was his
But
debut
he had
album.
hella mixtapes before that.
But they all had sounded like albums. That's why
Yeah.
nobody was like,
Yeah.
Victory Lap is his debut album.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, Victory
So
Lap.
they were
was
all
just
free?
Official.
Before? And, oh no, they were like $1,000, huh?
No.
The one
They
on
were
CD
free.
copy, yeah.
They were free.
Mhm.
But he also gave you the option to buy them. So that was his proud to pay moniker. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
Bro, Nipsey did it the right way, bro.
no, facts. He sold the Crenshaw one for 100, the Mailbox Money for 1,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, Jay-Z had bought, what, 100
100 copies.
of the Crenshaw?
Mm-hmm.
That's like an Elon Musk move.
Yeah.
That's what he in order to get fundings for the Boring Company, Elon Musk he
so
released the hats first. I forgot how much the hats were, but they only had like a limited amount, like 10,000, I believe, and those
Mhm.
sold out. And they raised all that money, and then he's like, okay, well now let's make something that's more expensive. So they made that flamethrower, or the not a flamethrower, is what they had to market it as. And they made like freaking I don't know the number, like 100 million or something,
God
probably
damn.
way more, like just to raise those funds. You know, they put something out, and there you go. Like that's their funds. Yeah, that's a smart move, honestly.
We
'Cause
gotta
he-
fuck with Elon Musk, man. He making all
Yo.
that money over here.
Elon Musk, that fool's
Hey.
taking us to Mars, bro.
For real.
What
That
other
shit's
like
crazy.
entrepreneur, businessman, people do you like? Because you know Gary Vee.
Yeah, bro. I fuck with Gary
I
V,
knew
JC,
it,
you my nigga, man. Yo, Gary V
Hell
is tough.
Oh my bro, I be telling everybody about Gary Vee, and I show them. They're like, man, who's this crazy ass?
Yeah,
fool,
bro.
Nah, they're
You
he was
like
cool
Gary
with
Vee
this.
too, no?
You
You like Gary Vee too?
Yeah, I love
you
him.
fuck with bro.
I love him.
Yeah, this is
Oh, man.
you guys are in this podcast
about
now.
to say.
Oh, shit.
Damn, you could leave. No, but I actually was introduced by Nipsey. Like I was watching one of his videos, and
Yeah,
then
that's how I
and then I
came up.
his freaking energy is like, I was like, man, who is this cat, bro? And then dope ass dude, bro. He's
Yeah.
so real.
It's crazy because a couple of other artists had went to him too.
Yeah.
Like he was in
A lot of
a
artists go
picture
to
with the
them.
baby.
Yeah.
I forgot who else, but he
Gunna.
yeah,
Gunna.
Gunna. He's definitely relatable.
Mhm.
Like as far as like business minded, he
Yeah.
talks about a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like selling fucking Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
saw that
flip-
actually the
flipping
other
them
day.
and shit.
Yeah, he make money off that shit too.
Yo, I
was
have
like, I might
so
have to do
many.
that.
I have so many Hot Wheels like like back there in the garage.
Brooklyn, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm gonna flip them.
Gary Vee would get on your shit right now. You gotta tell them motherfuckers. For real.
No, but yeah, I was introduced from Nip, and then yeah, that's probably why, because he does have this like, they both have very similar mindsets when they, when they do their like their work and shit. Like,
Yeah, they're
it's
both
dope.
really unconventional the way their approach to like business or like their whatever they're doing. Their approach is so like different, but it makes sense.
Yeah, Nip like to call it radical.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
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 He like to call it that radical thinking. That shit is crazy though. Like it's a lot of people out there that think like that. So I feel like they gravitated towards Gary Vee being with Nip. It was like
Yeah.
a different visual, because nobody would suspect Gary Vee to be with Nip. That
Yeah.
that visual
Yeah.
doesn't look
It looks-
like it would happen. You know what I mean? But mentally, it's like you got to accept that because they think the same. It's the vibe about a person. It's how a person thinks. It's not about how a person looks. So it's like society may not have accepted it, but they got to deal with
Yeah.
it. You feel me? That shit is crazy. Though.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
with that, what's called something Gary Vee said a lot, and something that Nip did is that they made they had a lot of quantity. You know what I mean? He had all the mixtapes,
Yeah.
and Gary Vee's always saying to like post and create content.
Yeah.
So for you, you said that you're in love with the process of making music and all that. Do you feel like would you choose quality or quantity when it comes to music, you making it, performing and all that? Like, what would you focus more on right now? Quality or quantity?
Quality all the time.
Quality.
All the
Okay.
time. I feel like once you're at a point in your career where you can focus on quantity, that's when you have a lot of songs saved up. Like, I feel like a lot of artists, they work like the way they're able to put so much music out at a time is because they work so hard behind the scenes on so much different music, and then they'll have like literally like a couple of mixtapes just stashed away, and then they'll be like, all right, fuck it, I'm about to drop a song.
But in
this
some
weekend.
in some ways, is that quality also? Because even with those mixtapes, that's still all part of the process and the progression. Because I feel like quality, with quality you'll find no, with quantity you will find your quality. You know what I mean? And that's probably a good example right there on how you said they have 3 mixtapes that didn't even promote or take out,
Yeah.
but they went through that quantity of creating that music to find what they.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's kind
I
of
get what
like
you're saying.
contradictive of what we said earlier, how a lot of people just stay putting out everything, but it
Uh-huh.
just never works.
Yeah.
But it's because they do the same thing.
Yeah, but I
Qua-
think everybody like everyone expects quality. Like when you're doing something, you're gonna do it. You're gonna try to do it with quality, and
Uh-huh.
obviously maybe something will come out better. But you always give it your all. Like obviously in general, once you have a certain amount of songs, you're like, okay, these are probably the best ones out of all this. But I think
yeah,
you always put in like, or try to put in like a good quality into your work.
no, definitely.
Speaking of quality, you know what I realized?
What's that?
I was wondering why it's not hot in here.
Is it the fan?
We don't got the freaking light on.
Oh.
Isn't that what Drake did? Because you know how he had up all those songs that he would drop like on YouTube that weren't ever like on
Oh, he just released that album though.
Care Package, right?
Yeah.
Those are all songs that were like what, like just throwaways.
Mm-hmm.
I guess throwaways.
And he
but,
still
I
made
mean,
m-
they were big songs.
Yeah,
too.
like they were. I freaking love them.
When they first came out, everybody was on those songs.
I actually never listened to the album.
You've heard all the
You
songs.
probably
though.
yeah.
You've
They're
heard
all
of the
old songs like that been
Oh.
released for.
Wasn't
For-
Over on it?
Yeah.
Over?
Yeah.
I think so.
It was
Like
a
he
bunch
was
of
just bringing up like some of his old shit.
yeah.
just-
Dreams Money Can Buy. What else was on there? Girls Love Beyonce. Like
It might be a vibe thing too.
might be.
It might be a vibe thing. Just all those songs meshed together.
It makes sense though, because it does sound like together. If you listen to together, it does sound like an album.
Like these
itself.
two, 4 p.m. in Calabasas
Oh, yeah.
and 5 a.m. in Toronto.
Oh.
Those songs came out like 2 years ago, bro.
No, 5
and-
M Toronto came out for like that was like
That was low-key like
2010,
For real?
2011. Yeah.
the one in Calabasas
Was
that
2
came
years
out
ago.
like
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
like 2016, 2017. I want to say.
They
Was
were
that-
just- and you can tell, like, if you listen to that album, you can tell, okay, this is
Old
old Drake.
Yeah.
I think he has J. Cole in it, right?
Does he?
On one of them, I think. Oh, and then he has a what? No, was it?
Oh, yeah, he has J. Cole.
Yeah, because I heard, I was like, damn, this is
Jodeci
old J. Cole.
freestyle.
This is old Drake.
He has Rick Ross. Oh, that Rick Ross one.
Free Spirit, right?
Yeah.
That was probably like my favorite one when it came out. But I'm telling you that like, what do you think? Is that smart or?
Like saving it all for.
Well, he didn't save it all because he put them online. Everyone knew
But,
about
like,
that.
It's smart, but I don't think Drake did it for that reason.
What do you
I
think?
think
he did
he's
for?
just like, I got songs.
I need an
Put 'em
album
out.
this year.
Yeah. No, not an album. I mean, that's obviously not an album.
Nah, I don't think so. 'Cause
But
compilation.
I think he's working on some.
yeah.
Like he has something up his sleeve, and that was just like a distraction kind of.
Yeah. I probably maybe because they weren't like on albums or stuff, like they weren't with this record label or whatever. They probably wouldn't distribute it as much because they weren't just on YouTube.
Or he probably, speaking of labels, he probably did it for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like it had
Like-
something to do with that because it wasn't it would that those songs are owned by him. Like he's the owner of the song. So like his label has nothing to do with that.
And that's why they never came out,
Yeah, exactly.
because it wasn't part of his label.
So it's like it's smart though. Like because think about it, there's probably a lot of people who never heard those songs because they didn't know about them because not.
Yeah. I
everyone-
mean, some of those were just on the radio show, the Apple Radio, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think he has his own like little radio show on Apple Music, and some of those songs just came out like on that. So if you didn't listen to that, you'd miss that whole new Drake
Yeah, yeah.
song.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he's just.
Drake
Cause,
is
so
the
what I'm
biggest in
saying
the
is
game.
like, it's smart, but the reason why I don't think Drake did it is that, like in a like he had a what's it called, like an epiphany type of thing,
Like a
oh
grand
my God.
scheme. Yeah.
Like I just think he did it because
He's Drake.
he's Drake. Honestly, that's what I was trying to say, like in a more fancier way, but because he's Drake, he can do what he wants.
Yeah. But I feel like it did have some. It had something. It had to have some benefit to him, right?
The money.
Money, yeah. That's why they were there. Like
That's what I'm saying.
That's like the thing with what's it called? Dave Chappelle. You know, he signed that deal with Netflix. He had to give him like they had to do 3 shows, and he already had the shows.
Or
He just gave it to him. He said he had him in a closet, and he just gave him. That was the deal right there.
And he got all the money.
That's dope.
That's
It was
fine.
like
But yeah, it was called for me. You know, just definitely focus on both. But I feel like with quality, I mean with quantity,
I forgot that. That's what we're talking
you'll find. No, it's all related though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know, just the more you try shit, basically, that's
Yeah.
way how
It's-
you'll find.
yeah,
the,
like
the
you said,
quality.
it's trial and error.
Yeah.
Of everything.
Mhm.
You know, you definitely got to step outside your comfort zone to find out what works for you. But yeah, you just gotta really figure out what's your strength and then just
Go with
hone
it.
in on that.
Yep. As soon as you find that, you just like lock in and go. Bro.
Yeah, but that also does not mean put out the same shit. You know,
Yeah.
that does not mean put out the same fucking
Just-
song. Like,
Just use that skill right there.
yeah,
Going, bro.
Like, a
You
lot of
tune
people-
everybody out.
they be good at hooks, but that motherfucking like write a crazy ass hook, and then the verse will come with it. You know,
Yeah.
like my pops, he did music, and the main thing he told me was like, write a good hook, and then a verse will come after it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The hook is like
yeah.
the main thing.
I mean,
yeah.
it's like the thesis of an essay. You know, like
Exactly.
what are you talking about, or like what's
Exactly.
gonna make this song work?
That's another thing, man. Like substance in the music today. That's it.
Lack of it.
Should we
Yeah.
even go there? Should we even go there, dude? Because, dude, oh my God.
That's funny.
No.
I
That's
mean,
a-
that's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. How the art is not always there. It's just like what can get your name out there is what people focus on. A lot of
Yeah.
people focus on.
Like you said earlier, it's a lot of gimmicks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gimmicks. Like now that social media plays a big part in the way music is portrayed to the fan, it's a lot of just wild ass videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
Some fools with like rainbow hair.
yeah,
That's what.
Hey.
And then the baby's smart, bro. The baby, the way he's running,
Oh,
with,
yeah,
like
yeah.
dressing up as a baby and all that, like
Yeah.
baby songs and shit. Like it's That's smart.
it's pros and cons to
Mhm.
using it.
Talking about 6ix9ine though, you guys heard that what was it, like 100 million deal or
Oh, yeah,
something?
he
Oh,
just
he
signed
the
a deal
biggest
or
record
something.
deal ever?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I did
to
not hear about this.
continue
What was it
making
to
music.
Interscope, right? Was it to Interscope?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even
Nah, I
know.
don't think so.
But no, it was big.
It was huge. It's the biggest record deal ever. Like
But
Damn. So 6ix9ine, he's bro. Honestly, once he gets out, it's because once he gets out, the rollout to that, people are gonna be like, they don't care, you know. They're
What do
they're
you
not
mean?
like about him snitching and shit.
I know that's how I
Oh,
feel too.
yeah.
That's how I feel the same
the
way. Like
rollout's
you're gonna
gonna be
make all this
huge for
noise right
him.
now, but once he gets out, you're probably gonna join
No,
the cloud. Yeah.
No, I think once he gets out, bro, he's gonna like everybody's gonna be interested. Like
I mean, mark
I
my
hate his
words.
music, though. Not what?
Mark my words. We're probably gonna say, "Hey, you heard that new 6ix9ine song?"
Shut up, bro. I was look 6ix9ine. He's a troll. What's it called? I don't fuck with his music at all. Like I can't listen to it, but he's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
He's smart, bro. He's
He-
a smart
he-
dude.
no. He had he was smart
He's a
because
troll.
obviously he got there for a reason because he was pretty big. Like he came up out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and he did like that. Those first songs that he did that brought him up, they were pretty decent. Like they weren't. I mean, I don't listen to him, but because I do have my own problems with him, probably like different reasons.
Personal.
Yeah,
you
like-
and him are working.
I'm
it
more
out.
like no. Not like
he snitched you out.
You guys
so-
talk about
it. Like
snitched you out.
because this is my thing because he's probably like the biggest Mexican because he's Mexican
Yeah.
and he's probably one of the biggest
Oh.
Mexican rappers like out there like
I
that.
thought he was like Cuban or something.
No, he's Mexican,
I didn't.
and for me it's like okay, he's the first like that made it that to that level as a Mexican rapper and hip hop artist, and he's gonna be a dumbass, bro.
Yeah.
Like and that's how I take it like that. Like, bro, you're making
I feel that. I feel that, bro.
that's how I took it. Like,
That's a
bro,
good
you-
ass reason to not fuck with him.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, like this is the guy. This is really the guy we're gonna put out there. Like this is
That's
who we
the
want
Mexican.
to represent us. Like we already have Trump over here talking all that
My
mess,
God.
and we gotta get this dumbass right here. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I'll fuck with that, but that's true because like I didn't know he was Mexican though, but
Yeah, he's
I thought he was like
I'm glad you did it. Hopefully, no one knows that he's Mexican.
Now everybody knows.
that's crazy.
That's funny. Actually, so before you know about like Pro Era and all that,
Yeah.
so you know Dirty Sanchez,
Hmm.
he had a song with 6ix9ine before 6ix9ine was who he was.
Really?
He was when he was just Tekashi, that was his name, Tekashi, and then Tekashi 6ix9ine came and then the 6ix9ine. But yeah, I forgot what it was called. Oh no, it was the song was called 4769, I think. It was hard, low key. The music video was crazy on
I'm
some
gonna have
like
to go look that up now.
on some demonetized stuff. Like you can't play that on YouTube type of stuff.
Oh,
But
Shut it down.
nah, it's still up there, I think. But yeah, like that song was actually pretty good. It was hard, like 6ix9ine how he was.
yeah.
But it was a good song, man. And I don't know, just like how he just kind of ruined it all for everything.
Yeah, definitely.
For real.
I saw this one article that all of his like his bars and everything
Are stolen.
are stolen from like old songs.
I mean, that's what Drake does too.
Drake does that shit too.
Yeah,
It's like recycling.
it's paying homage.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
What was that big song that he had? It was yeah, he had one of those songs. I think it was proud. No, it wasn't Proud of You. Drake. He had a song that was exactly someone else's song.
Yeah, it was
The XX song or no?
no, it was
No.
the Biggie song.
No,
Who's not?
no, that's obviously that's obvious. No, but there's this other song because that's the other song that he got that song from. It wasn't. It's nowhere popular. It's the same beat too.
Oh, for real?
Like in the beginning, you hear it's the same thing. I forgot what song it was. It was like some dirty song though. I forgot. It was on Take Care, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
if you hear the original song, it's the same thing. Man. But I guess like yeah, paying
Same lyrics and shit.
the same. I think the hook.
I mean, that's what Drake did, or that's what what's his name? X claimed that Drake did.
Yeah, I think it was.
Copied his "Look at Me,"
Mm-hmm.
his what's it called? His flow.
Yeah.
He swears.
So when
He
it
swears.
comes to like lyrics and shit, are these do you have some?
Yeah.
How what's like your process? I know you say you put a lot of like thought into it. Like I don't know. Like what do you prefer writing it opposed to like just like going crazy and freestyling on it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love
Like if
writing.
a thought comes out of nowhere, like we jot it down.
Yeah, like
That sounded
I make
funny.
freestyle. Like Sam seen me freestyle a little bit,
Hey,
but like if I freestyle
Yeah?
it and then I
Good,
fuck
bro.
with it, then I'll write it down. You know what I mean?
You got beats, bro?
I gotta be. Yeah, we'll save that for a little later though. Oh, it's coming up too though.
Hey, so
Oh, you're muted. Hold on.
wow. But I was gonna ask. So are you working on anything right now? Any projects?
I'm working on beats right now.
Okay, hold on. You literally you fix it and then you pull it all back.
No, what's so like freaking weird? Like okay, but whatever. But don't you have projects coming out? Like anything what are you working on?
I'm gonna say I will have something dropping next year.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Not it's
Is
not.
that exclusive?
Yeah, it definitely
Blue
will.
Flame
Yeah,
exclusive?
yeah, Blue Flame exclusive. Facts.
Oh,
But,
okay. Oh no, keep talking. Sorry.
But I can't put a date on it right now.
Okay.
I'm just working on the beats right now. I'm just trying to get everything perfected, and then once that's taken care of, then I'm gonna start working on the actual lyric side
Wow.
and putting the songs together.
You said a year from now?
No, next year.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's
So
a
you're
long
like
time.
you're like layering it out right now.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
Listen, by next year, I hope Blue Flame or Fire Squad is like off. So if you're still rocking with us, I was telling JC we want to start putting music videos out on the
Oh,
channel, on the
okay.
YouTube channel. It's kind of like a Fire Squad Presents type of thing,
Yeah.
and then we'll have you on there, bro. We'll produce your music video.
For sure. Let's do it.
We'll have it on there.
We'll
Let's
get
do
we'll
it.
get you got some turn up shit, bro. We'll get some girls,
yeah.
some cars, bro. Hell
Some
yeah,
cars.
gonna be lit.
That's what we want to do. Like, just release music videos for people.
Like
Or-
lyrical lemonade type of shit.
Like lyrical limit. Like we're trying to be all of that. We're trying to be a podcast. We're trying to be a production company. We're trying to have producers, rappers,
Oh yeah, and then another
a record
like
label.
because we're trying to do like party events too,
Mhm.
and then you know, I'm gonna be the DJ right now. I'm trash at DJ, but if you need a DJ, bro,
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck
hit
with
me
you.
up
I'm gonna fuck with you, bro.
for sure.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have shows uh, like set like in line and stuff. Come in little shows at where would they let people do stuff
Like I know
on the strip? I guess we
Yeah,
can
on
set
strip.
something
There's
up
like
on
some
there.
parks that you could like. There's one by the North Outlet Mall, the one right next to it, like the little government place.
Uh-huh.
If you go in, there's like a whole like a whole ass park, and then there's like
Oh, like the weird ass building.
yeah, and then also Craig Ranch. You know Craig Ranch?
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Their
been-
amphitheater.
Yeah.
But you gotta like, you can't just.
Well, you can't
Go
just go
over
in
there.
there. Yeah, you have to like make a deal with them. Yeah. This is not. It's not just all. Just going in like that, bro.
Or we'll just make our own
We just make our own.
stadium right back here
Yeah, right here. Fuck it.
in the Raiders stadium.
Dope.
We'll get you in the Raiders stadium.
Hey, that's
That'd
a
be
must.
sick. That'd be sick, actually.
So do you just make beats for yourself, or do you like make for other artists, or do you sell them online or anything?
I haven't sold any yet. I do make them for other artists, but I haven't yet. So everything is just my preference right now.
Okay.
That's dope.
You know.
But you're more focused on your work and your music.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if
Dope.
if an artist came to me and said, "Hey, can you make me a beat?" Yeah, I'll do my best to try to bring that beat to life for them.
Mhm.
But it's still generally my sound and what I'm used to doing. So if they don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just where
I
I'm
mean
at
that
with
like
it.
leads on to what you said. Like, yo, if you're trying to make your own music, make your own production and like everything.
Exactly.
Like make it your own.
J. Cole be producing his own shit. Lil Wayne started producing his own shit, and he produced for other people. Russ produces his own
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
So,
Tyler Creator, he did that Igor. All of it was his.
That's him.
oh,
all
see,
of it was him.
I didn't even listen to that album, but like Tyler
Yeah,
the
I
Creator,
didn't
he's a
either.
good ass artist, and that's the difference too, like between an artist and a rapper. Diversity.
Travis Scott too.
Travis Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
He says that all the time. He's like, I'm not a rapper. Like, don't call me a rapper. I'm just
Yeah, I've always
Artist.
I never would call
It's a
him
rock star.
he's a rock star, dude. For real.
Facts.
So how? Okay, I like how you mentioned Russ.
Yeah, me
I
too.
gotta-
I was about to bring it up because I know he's like kind of controversial in the hip hop industry.
So I used to love Russ, man. Like
Yeah,
in
we were
high
on
school,
Russ,
we were
bro.
on Russ like for a minute, and then it's one thing when you say like, oh yeah, I produce my own music and everything,
Yeah.
but in every single song, yeah, write, mix, master, produce, he always says that on all his songs, bro. And that's why I kind of don't like Russ anymore, because it's just like, okay, bro, we get it.
Yeah.
Get it? You mix, master, produce everything.
I think he was trolling other producers, right? Because of that, that's why he says it.
He's trolling.
Yeah.
Low key.
If he's trolling, it's something else. But I think it's
He
dead
was like
ass
low key.
serious.
That's what you're
he's
trying to do, huh?
No,
Low key, but I'm not trying to, boast myself like that. I'm just
But-
trying to make it to
No,
where,
yeah,
you know,
just
I make
like
my own shit.
yeah.
because he had said some stuff about industry producers, right?
Mm.
Like because he was like blackballed for like he still is.
He was what?
Okay, blackballed. Like people don't mess with him. Like
Blacklisted?
blackballed. That's what they call it in the industry.
I don't know.
Whatever, I ain't.
I'm not a part of the
Yeah.
industry.
But nah, I do know people was not fucking with him though.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. Metro Boomin had said some stuff about he doesn't
Oh, I
like
just
him at
said
all.
actually, yeah.
There was like a bunch of
Metro,
producers
yo,
who don't
Metro.
like him at all because of what he was saying. He had said some.
That's because he was like bragging about it and shit.
no, but he had said some other stuff about other producers.
Oh, okay.
Like okay, if you're talking about yourself, okay, whatever. But
Didn't he get jumped or something?
Russ?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
he got jumped by some. I'm not gonna name any names, but he
that,
got.
yeah, that might be valid. I don't know though.
Yeah.
He got jumped
I
by
think
some
I seen
crew.
something about it, but
But I mean, I like his music. It's cool. It's cool.
I haven't
Yeah,
heard a
you-
Russ song in a minute.
Yeah.
Rent Free.
Oh,
you
that
haven't heard,
one I just sent you though.
you haven't heard Rent Free?
Oh, Rihanna.
What's that one?
Rent Free is like kind of new.
Is
quite-
it that one with that one girl?
No, it's just him. I've heard that one. Oh, we're talking about
The Rihanna joint.
No,
It's
not.
not
That's not
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
sorry.
The one that you sent me.
It's not Rihanna
Oh,
though.
it's not
It's just
Rihanna?
her walking in the video.
That's cool. Rihanna.
That fool's like, ass is fatter than fat.
that's what he says.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Look, I need to connect to the Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna play the little clip. But yeah, that fool said ass is fatter than fat or something like that.
He's wild.
What?
I feel like him going on that rant though about like him just being everything in one.
Yeah.
It's more so him just giving himself that
Okay, I don't care. I don't care what it is. Like I don't care. Like in a
Where
way,
did I
like I
send it to you?
don't brag.
On Instagram?
No, yeah, I feel you on that. Don't brag. But like if the industry is not gonna give him that credit, you gotta give it to yourself.
That's true.
So you feel like he's kind of do it for like a chip on the shoulder?
Oh,
type shit?
definitely, definitely. Because
Look, I'm just gonna play that little part.
I got drip on the floor and it's getting nasty. He ain't keeping his hands up off my ass cheeks. I got something to give him, and if he asks me, I'm not feeling up, baby. I let him gas me.
Her ass fatter than fat, and she got good throw. Sit that cat on my lap, I give it good strokes. I might have to fly out to Mykonos, or maybe to Japan so I can hit her like a Michiro. She knows what the fuck is up. I don't gotta dumb it down.
That went hard.
Yeah, it did.
Was that loud? I can't tell with these headphones.
It was.
that was cool. It's cool level.
These headphones suck. I can't hear anything. Look, my thing is all the way up, and you guys are all like halfway.
Oh my god. Pop your ears, bro. But yeah, what was the question? Oh, the chip on the shoulder type of shit.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you gotta have that kind of edge in the game though. If nobody's gonna give you that validation, and I'm not saying that he wants that validation from the industry anyway, but still, it's like if you come into the industry and nobody's giving you that respect that you know you deserve, you gotta have that chip on your shoulder. And it's like I respect him for that.
He's independent, right? He's like completely.
I believe so,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. But
That's like the big thing about him, right?
so it's like if you're independent, you're mixing, mastering your songs, you have full,
Everything.
complete control over everything. And then it's like you come into the game and you're that successful, you have to respect it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like I feel like with him doing that, he's kind of demanding it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the part I respect. I do feel like at a certain point you're just bragging, and you can dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But you also got to look at it from that point of view too.
It's
Yeah.
not even like the bragging. It's he's so mad at the world, like because he says too, like I've been in this game longer than
But
anybody,
he's not getting respect.
and
for,
I
like, how he
just
feels like
now,
shit.
you know, that before his first project, that one song I forgot what song.
Well, he doesn't do
Losing
that.
Control or something like
He
that.
doesn't do that in the songs no more. He doesn't say that.
Oh no,
No, no.
I mean,
it was just that wow, because that's when he was like dealing with all that stuff. That's when he had said all those stuff about those producers, and all that.
I haven't listened to a Russ song in a minute. Every time, 'cause I still have him on my playlist, and every time like one of those songs come on, I just skip.
So you said you're working on something for next year, right?
Next year, yeah.
And is that like you're something's gonna come out next year for sure? Or like you think next year?
Nah, for sure.
For sure, for sure.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, we can't wait, man. We can't wait.
Once it's out, bro, we'll promote it over here. Just pull up.
Appreciate
Yo.
it, man. That's love.
I think it's
Appreciate it.
time, you guys.
It's time.
I think
time,
it's
bro.
time.
I had a quick 16 for y'all.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna have,
Can you pick a beast through there or?
yeah,
Oh.
he. You
What is
want
that?
Gold Roses?
Gold Roses.
Gold Roses.
Rick Ross?
Yep.
Hey.
Should we just no introduction,
Rick
huh?
Ross too?
No introduction.
Let's just
All
get
right, well,
into
here
it.
we go.
Straight to it.
Okay, so these headphones suck. So you control the audio
All right.
level. It's gonna be this one.
This one?
Bluetooth.
Yeah. Lastshot J. You turn down just a little bit. Look. Hold on, wait. Start it over. A little bit more. Right there, that's good.
Good.
Yeah. Lastshot J, Fire Squad, Blue Flame. Let's get it. Look. I've been broke for way too long. It's time for me to eat. I seen other people feast, but it ain't make me weak. Made my hunger build. I'm certain I won't see defeat. Came to take what I deserve, and that's to say the least. Fell off for a couple months, but now I'm back in stride. You can see it in my eyes. I'm full of honest pride. I can never let them short me, I won't compromise. Instead, I'ma just address them where the problem lies. Although keeping open mind, cause they might strike a match. Give me power over everything with rights attached. set a bar that they could reach. I'm not accepting less. Keep a piece of pain with me, but focus on the best. Life a test, so I don't stress it. I know I'm gonna make it. Focused on the grind, so I'm just being patient. Ever since I was born, been on the path to greatness. Now they about to witness it in front they faces. Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God. Bro. Hey, that was fire. That was that
Appreciate
blue
it,
flame right
appreciate it.
there.
That was that blue flame.
bro.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was so sick. That was clean.
Appreciate
I wrote
that.
a little something too.
Let's hear
I'm
it.
playing, I'm playing. Yo, that was hard. G.
That went hard, bro. That went hard, bro. Respect, bro.
I've heard him freestyle before on the at work, and something written, bro. That goes hard. Your freestyles are dope.
Thank you.
Once you start putting that pen on that paper,
For real,
damn.
dude.
It's
I
different.
it was sick.
Thank you.
I'm like speechless. I was like,
I
wow.
know.
I want to hear it again.
Let's
Put
go.
it
I'll rap
out
it
right
again. Let's go. Shit.
That was hard, bro.
That was
We
hard, bro.
appreciate
Yeah.
you, bro.
Nah, thank
was
you for
sick,
having
man.
me, man. For
Yeah,
real.
dude, no problem.
One time when I heard you freestyle, the line that bar that got me like hella sick. You said something. You were you ride Toyota pushing Lexus. Like when you said that, you said that one time. I was like, I kept on thinking about that all day. I was like, damn, that's hard.
Bro, I be trying to come up with some shit at work just off of what I be seeing, you know.
Yeah.
I can't freestyle for shit like consistently, but like when I just sit and think of something and I'll say it, I'll be like, okay, cool.
That's why we wanted Manny. Shout out to Manny.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be on it together. So I heard them just go back and forth from each other. That's hard,
That was
bro.
dope.
That
Like-
went off.
Like ping pong.
Yeah, literally, they would, like Manny would do a quick bar. He'd come back hella
Damn, I
fast.
want to meet this Manny guy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
week, next
Yeah,
week we got
facts.
Manny coming in to the studio,
Oh.
and then 2 weeks from now, hopefully, if you're down, we'll have
Oh, yeah.
both of you on here.
Definitely.
Do some ping pong, like you said.
Definitely.
That's dope. Should
So-
we end it? Oh, you got something more to say?
No, I was just gonna ask, like, so what do you feel like? What's next for you? What's the next move?
steps? Yeah.
Yeah, what are the next steps?
Next steps is just really getting consistent with releasing music.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, working on that quality sound, getting that, like I want to come into the game already with a quality sound. A lot of people come into the game without a quality sound, and then they master it as they go. I want to just come in polished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if I do that, I can take it to any level and I could be the best, period. Like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna come in cocky, but I'm definitely gonna come in with a chip on my shoulder.
Well, you
yeah,
definitely
bro.
have the talent, man. You definitely have the talent. It's there.
Appreciate that.
Come
bro.
in cocky, bro. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Who cares, bro? Like you
You're the
have.
best.
Yeah.
Say it. You're the best,
Yeah,
man.
man. You
Like,
know, sometimes it be like that.
Wow.
that's dope. Anything else you guys want to add? Anything last words you want to add?
Man, shout out LA, shout out my girl, shout out my family. Thank y'all for having me once
You want to
more.
plug yourself?
Plug myself on Instagram. I'm just on Instagram right now. Lastshot J. Jay.
Lastshot J, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, you guys.
Get at it.
That's
You
it
done?
right now. Though. I'm gonna get a Twitter though.
Okay, go
I'm
for it.
gonna get a Twitter though.
All
You guys got
social
anything
media.
else you want to say?
Nah, man, I just like love the fact how like you envision your things and like have like that thought process of working the long run.
Yeah.
That's something that like that not a lot of people have now. Like they just kind of want it quick, but not like respect, bro. Cause like
Appreciate
not a
that.
lot of people view life like that, and that's dope.
Yeah, nah. I had to really tell myself, bro, because like not too long ago, I felt like I was just getting too old for certain shit,
You're 22, bro.
and I really had to sit and tell myself, bro, because I've been doing this shit since like 15. You know what I mean? So over time, you just be like, man, I've been
Yep.
doing this shit for so long, it's not paying off. But I had to look at like Nip, like he was in the
Yep.
game for 10 years and he was big, but he had just went mainstream when he was in his 30s. Like that's
Yeah.
wild to me.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Like you gotta go through those years.
Yeah, for real.
Nothing happens overnight.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that put things into perspective for me though.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
Bro. For sure. Yeah, I just
Well,
love that shit.
Yeah, man.
You
That
done?
was cool. Yeah. Wait, anyways, thank you for having me too. I'm a
Yeah.
guest too.
You only. Oh, you rap. Say something.
All right. Look, Swish. No, just kidding. Knock it off. Knock it off. Let's end this on a good note.
We good? All right.
All right, man. But yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to this Blue Flame podcast. Hopefully this video is up and no problems. If you guys want to keep on rocking with us, hit us up on anchor.fm/Fire Squad, YouTube, Fire Squad, Instagram, Fire Squad, everything Fire Squad. You guys, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're just going to keep this thing going, man, honestly. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We out.
Hey.
Peace.